This is Studio 7 on YouTube West, which can be found on YouTube. And today we're going to talk about a movie that's on Netflix. It's been out for a little while. It's a 2016 early release. It's called The Finest Hours. This movie went a little unnoticed in some circles for the Oscars, and it definitely went unnoticed in the theater, even though it had an outstanding cast. It had Chris Pine, it had Casey Affleck, it had Ben Foster, it had Holiday Granger, it had John Orwitz, and it had Eric Bana. And it is an incredible true story about a rescue of a crew stranded on a broken freighter off of what they call the bar. It's an excellent story. And what's nice about it is that it's coming out on Netflix again, and it's holding its own because it keeps you entertained from the moment of the breakup to the ship to the following story of the rescue. And since you know it's based on a true story, you can guess on how many people survived. I'm not going to tell you. We don't do spoilers here, and we don't do a lot of trailers here. But what we do tell you is that you've seen Chris Pine in movies like This Means War and Star Trek, and you see him in other movies where you expect a certain kind of character. And when you see him play the character in this movie, you're going to go, it's Chris Pine? He is excellent. It is a clean movie. There is no foul language in this movie. It is a safe movie for the kids. You can take your kids to see this movie. It is a Disney film.
What are you trying to do, Seaman?
That boat is too small for these seas. And this ship will be sunk by nightfall. Every fella here wants to live. The only way that happens is if we run her aground.
What's really nice is the people that surround him as well. Casey Affleck does an excellent job as one of the engineers on the boat. Holiday Granger, who I have never noticed before, is outstanding as the quote-unquote love interest that gets involved with him in the town. And then Eric Bana plays a very unique Coast Guard officer. Give this movie 6 out of 7 stars. This is a movie that should not be missed. And it covers the story of Mr. Weber, who is a Coast Guard person. And the kind of unique thing about this for me is it got kind of personal because I was raised in a program called Sea Scouting. And in Sea Scouting, they had a boat called the Point Weber that was given by the Coast Guard to us. And they said there was a great story behind the guy that the boat was named after. But I had no idea until I saw this movie and went back that I'd been cruising around on a Coast Guard cutter that was named after the person that's depicted in the story. So it became very personal to me, and it's kind of a nice touch when you're sitting there and you're looking at a movie like this. The movie is called Finest Hours. It's a 6 out of 7 stars. It's on Netflix. If you know somebody that's really into this kind of stuff, go out and pick up the DVD. You'll probably get it for $14.95. It is an excellent movie. Again, I'm Bob West, your host for Studio 7 on YouTube West. Thank you very much. Tell your friends that we're here, okay?